Hi, this is Linda from Craft on Cue, and I'm here today with a craft project. I am getting ready to make a quilted faux Midori and wanted to bring you along for this since I could not find any tutorial anywhere on making these. But it's a simple project, so even though I've not made one before, I think I can figure out the process. So first, I want to determine the size, and for my size, I just wanted to be able to make the booklets a half sheet of copy paper that's 8.5 by 11 folded in half. So I took my fabric and cut the top layer, squared that up, and then the second layer is going to be a batting that I have. It's just left over. It's a cotton batting, pretty thin. I believe I used that for a baby quilt, but I'm not sure originally. And then the next layer, I wanted to have a little substance to the cover, so I'm using an interfacing. It's not a very heavy thickness. It's I would say a medium weight interfacing, and it is non-fusible. I'm just going to quilt it right in with the cover and the backing and the quilt batting. So there's that layer, and then there's going to be the inside of the cover or the backing. So there's going to be 4 layers to quilt to make this cover, and hopefully that will be the right amount of weight for the cover, and that it will work nice. So first thing I did was before I layered the fabric, I used this Mary's Best Press starch and ironed both the backing fabric and the front cover fabric, which is what you're seeing, because it makes the quilting process go along easier, and I'm going to be going through 4 layers. So I wanted to make sure that the needle would glide through properly. And then I also, showing here that I used my Power Glide, my Rowenta, on the cotton setting with no steam. That's the best way to press your fabric for quilting or your blocks. And you never want to iron your fabric. You want to press your fabric. Take your iron and go up and down, otherwise it will distort, and that's especially important if you have quilt blocks. They will get distorted very easily, especially on the bias. But in this case, I don't want the fabric to distort because I've already squared it up and cut out the top layer, so that was important. Now, a new trick that I just recently learned is that quilt batting has a right and wrong side, and what I'm showing here is the right side, the needle will go through the batting easily, but it will resist a bit on the back side. So you want to check that out and make sure that the right side is facing up for your machine quilting. And I'm going to do a stipple quilt design on this. It's freehand, it's super simple, and I really like how that feels. I could do a crosshatch and that would be okay, but the stipple is what I really want to do for this fabric. So I'm getting ready to cut the backing fabric because I hadn't done that yet. I had just pressed it. So I'm going to cut that, get that layered onto the batting, the top, and the interfacing, and then I'll bring you back for the next step in this process. Thank you.